Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Ditch Pig Experience. We're here working on the Camaro today. I'm already knee deep in this thing today. I'm working on the power window on the driver's side. It's been like really shaky and it comes out of the track and doesn't line up right. In 2 days time I got this thing scheduled for an alignment and an inspection so that she'll be legal to drive on the road. I need this window to work properly. Another issue that we had, I couldn't open my driver's door with this handle. That happened because the window slid and it broke this clip that goes on the rod. It snapped this part of it off right here. So the rod fell out of the door and couldn't open it. I had to open it from the inside. I found some of these in a door out back on the square body. So I robbed the one off the door lock and put it on the door handle. Desperate times call for desperate measures. So I don't know where I would have found one of those clips unless someone had one of these junked. I just didn't have time to look for it, so we did that. The door lock one, it works, but I had to put it on backwards because this is for a passenger side door. But for the door lock, it doesn't matter which way it goes on, so lots of room there. So yeah, I got the door panel tore off this thing, and I went at it trying to figure out what happened, why this thing doesn't work, and I figured it out. This piece here hooked on inside of here, and it would go up and down. It had something to do with this roller, which I don't know exactly how that happened. There's a broken rivet here. So what I did was there was a stopper that bolted into here to keep this window from coming all the way out. I ran a bolt from the back side and put some washers in there to space it and a nut so that it would tighten up hard and make it stiff. This window was floppy as hell and it would slide side to side. It's all good now. So the next issue that I came across with this window, these braces that hold the window up tight has felt on this side. Well, this had snapped off. I found the felt down inside the door here. So as you can see, I took and welded this on. It actually turned out pretty good. It melted the felt a little bit, but we're good there. This side, I just took a piece of metal and bent it in an L shape, put some duct tape on it, and it should work. Like I say, desperate times call for desperate measures. I want this thing fixed. I don't really have time to go looking for another door so I can get parts like this off of it right now. After today, I'm gonna be back at work for 2 days, 2 back shifts. I gotta work. So 8 o'clock in the morning, I got an appointment to have this at the shop after I work a night shift, so. But we gotta do what we gotta do. So yeah, this window should work pretty good. Yes, sir. That's mint. One of the big factors I had to make sure worked was that this went into here. You see when I lower this window, right? That's got to go up into there, and that keeps it from jiggling as bad. It was super floppy before. Now, when she goes up, goes right into place. So yeah, we'll call that a win. That's one of the things I had to address. The other thing was I had to put the interior back in this. I'm 90% finished with that. As you can see, the seats are all in. Carpet, trim panels are all in. Yeah, everything's taken care of except for these 2 back panels in the trunk. Those will take like 2 seconds to put in. There's nothing to it. There's a couple clips. And this has got some flathead things you gotta torque into place. And then this just sits over top of here to cover it. Floor mats obviously got to be dropped into place. But yeah, other than that, she's ready. Anyway, that's where we're at with the old girl. The only other issue that I have to get addressed, and that will come another time, is the door pins on the driver's door are bad. So sometimes it shuts a little hard on the striker, but as long as you're gentle with it, it's no problem. That's something I'll address later after I get this thing on the road. It's kind of insignificant right at this point. Since I'm here, I'm gonna glob some grease into these window regulator rail things. Get them lubed up really good so that they go up and down easy where they're power windows. One of these days I gotta tear apart the passenger side and lube that one up because it's really slow compared to this one, so it's probably just dirty and needs to be greased up. right, let's put this back together. These go on pretty easy. These hooks just drop in and yeah, hangs on this ledge here, this part. Then you just put the screws to her for the armrest and all that. All right, she's flush all along the bottom and on the top. So now it's just got 3 of these bigger ones that go in. Throw those bad boys. One more up in here. Then you got to put this piece on. I do need to come up with one of these because it's cracked and this part here has been cobbled up a few times to try and get it to work. But for right now, it doesn't really matter. We're going to send it. There. Everything looks solid. Yeah. Let's try the window again. Nice. Stays in that track. We're good. Oh yeah. Like I say, when you shut it, you just gotta go easy on it because of the door pins. Just in case you guys are wondering, they're playing baseball next door. They're not cheering for me. There. That one's done. So yeah, you just lock these things in. Like so. And this piece just sits in like this. That's it. Just like that, boys and girls, we got a Camaro. All right, you guys, I just worked a 12-hour back shift. It's like 20 to 8, but can't go to sleep yet. We gotta go get this thing aligned up and inspected. Well, how much off is that?
Oh, I'll show you here in a sec.
Honestly, that's a lot better than what I thought it would be.
Yeah. I know that you did. That rear's actually good. It's not too bad. I can probably bring those in a bit. Make that thrust angle a little bit better.
Well, everything got changed, and I just eyeballed stuff. Yeah. Literally eyeballed it. Hey everyone. I'm coming at you from inside the Camaro. We are cruising. So she didn't make it through inspection yesterday. The exhaust failed the way that I had it turned down underneath the car. I didn't know I got the exact same exhaust on the truck. But yeah, I guess with a passenger car, it's gonna come out in the back. So I changed that. I took it back into Troy today and he put a sticker on it. We're good to go. And we are cruising down the highway with 205 horsepower. I already can't wait to get an LS in this thing, but I'm pretty stoked to have a car again. It's been a long time. At least the old girl's 5-speed. But yeah, in 5th gear, this thing cruises along pretty nicely. I already know it's gonna be easier on gas than what the Pig is. So we'll take advantage of that and enjoy it while it's like that. It's just great to have a car again and be cruising. Like, and the thing handles great too with the suspension under it. So yeah, for right now, just gonna enjoy this thing, get some running out of it, save some money on gas, drive something different. Now I don't even care that it's only 6-cylinder. All right, you guys, it's the next day. And I had the Camaro out for pretty much the whole day yesterday, burning around. It was a blast. I had a good time, but we broke it. Pam and I went up over Canning Mountain, and on the way back down the other side, Black Hole Road, we ended up having smoke coming out of the back of it, and I was like, oh, that's not good. I think we just toasted this thing. The old 3.8 still kicking. We just got an issue with this. The oil pressure sender or whatever, the switch that tells you that for the gauge, it's leaking oil out of that and going out underneath across the Y pipe and just barbecuing. So I got to do something about that. I'm gonna try to fix it today just by cobbling it up until I can order a new switch, sensor, whatever you call it. So I'm gonna try and pull this thing out of here and fix it up. It's leaking right out of where the plug goes in. It's a really good constant drip. I checked the oil once we got down off the mountain. I looked at it and realized what was going on, and it was down to probably half, so that's not good. So I got this thing out no problem. I had to clean the threads up though because it was all goobered up with rust and some kind of a sealant, pipe dope or something. But yeah, it's just a tiny little hole in there, and on this side where that brass piece is, I guess that's where it leaks out of, I think, because it just pours out of that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I dipped into here. I got all kinds of plugs and fittings and whatever, pipe thread stuff. Found this thing. I'm gonna try and jam that in the block and plug it up. To be honest, I'm hoping I just don't have a buzzer dinging the whole time that this is not hooked up, but it is what it is. Let's give her a little bit more of a torque. Perfect. I gotta do something about that so it doesn't get caught up in everything. Get ripped off, because I do need to hook that up at some point in time. So it plugs in, and I took a zip tie and put it through. There was a hole in one of these brackets there, so I just ran that through it, the zip tie, and hooked that wire out of the way. Let's flash her up and see if she leaks. Okay, so our oil pressure is pegged. Not gonna live with that. I do know that this thing has phenomenal oil pressure. It's mint, so I'm not worried about that. I'll order one of those sensors and we'll get that taken care of. One thing for sure, I do need to throw some oil in this thing. We'll top her up and I'll give her an oil change. I mean, to be fair, it just pissed out half of it already, so this is like 50% of an oil change. Other than that issue yesterday, this thing ran like pretty good. Yeah, we're right to the add mark, like the bottom of the hash mark, so she lost pretty much all of her oil right down to the bare minimum. That's quite an angle to try and pour at. I had to steal the 1030 out of the pig. All I had was 1040 and 530 in the garage. We'll check that because I'm not sure where we're at. Yeah, says we're full, so I'll wait till I get on a level surface and then we'll check it again, but there's plenty of oil in it now, so. But yeah, that's not too bad for a vehicle that's sat for like a year and didn't run. Like I say, I'll buy another sensor for that and we should be good to go. The only other thing that I'm going to do to this is jack it up and spray brake clean on the exhaust and get rid of that oil, because it's like there's literally drips all over it. All right, let's get this friggin' thing cleaned up. Yeah, it was a free undercoating for sure. Yeah, you can see the drips right on that friggin' Y pipe running down the back side of it there. Yeah, everything got oil on it. When I was going up the mountain and this thing was like smoking and stuff like that, I didn't notice it till I was going back down the other side, but that's why, because it was just puking the oil out of it. I'm glad it didn't catch on fire. I would say that was leaking for a while too. I just didn't really notice it. It just got super bad yesterday after I started flogging on it, because we were sending it pretty hard on that hill. I'll just spray that with some brake cleaner and it should be good to go. The joys of a low vehicle. This thing's so low I can barely get the jack underneath the friggin' rocker panel. All right, so I went in from underneath in the front there, got her dialed in, cleaned off some more of that This stuff in here, I'll just leave it. It's not gonna hurt anything. I'm actually gonna spray undercoating in there anyway at some point in time. I mean, this is plastic, but that's metal there. Sprayed the backside of this rotor. There wasn't really much on it, but there was a little residue. As far as alignment went Friday at TBR, it went pretty good, except they couldn't quite get the caster lined up on both sides. We were at it for quite a while, and we decided to shut it down because it was as close as we could get it for right now. They wanted the opportunity to go back at it again and get it closer, but there's no real point because within a year this is going to have a different K member in it, and the Yukon's 6 liter in it, so all of that's going to have to be reset again. As it is right now, it does pull a little bit, but not very much, and they told me that it wouldn't affect tire wear, so I'm cool with that. I'll just give you guys a peek at the exhaust work that I did on it yesterday to get the actual inspection sticker on it. I just took the old Camaro exhaust and hacked it up. I had to do piecework because I didn't have all the pipe, but yeah, that's what I did. Over the axle, I just cut it off at the muffler and then put that over the axle tube, cobbled it up a bit here to get it to fit. It doesn't make contact, so that's the main thing. And then yeah, dumped out the back, welded a hanger on it. She's redneck mint for sure. So Troy was happy with that. He says, yep, perfect, I'll put a sticker on it. The only other thing that this needed to pass was an inner tie rod on the driver's side, and Trace put that on. It had some play in it, so we just switched that up. I want it to be nice and stable. So yeah, I got a new one of those thrown on there, and everything else was good. Brakes are all good. E-brake works. Overall, she's a pretty solid car. But I mean, what can you expect with 165,000 K on it? It's not too bad. She's far from mint, but that's fine with me. So I'm probably only gonna wreck it anyway, to be honest. All right, we're good to go again. I would like to clean up the body on it though and put some paint on it, make it look a little better. Like I say, there's a few spots on it that are pretty bad. A lot of clear coat on it peeling off. The roof, big scratch here, that was there when I got it. And then this clear coat up here, it's all like lifting off, and I thought about just masking it along here and spraying the roof, but we'll see. The whole car needs a paint job, really. The dogs got at it, and oh, we'll just jump up on that. Yeah, that impressed me. So, but overall, it was a blast yesterday in this thing. I put a lot of clicks on it, had some fun. Since this thing is so dated, I had to do some upgrades yesterday. Went to Canadian Tire and I picked that up for my phone to hold it. Not real happy with that, but it does the trick. And also picked up this dew flicker, which is for Bluetooth. Plug that in down there and I can listen to my phone on my radio. I mean, I do have a crap ton of cassettes in the house that I could listen to, but obviously we all know that Spotify's way easier.